The mysterious vanishing of Flight 709. It was a calm, moonlit night over the South Pacific when Flight 709, a commercial airliner with 239 passengers, took off from the bustling city of Jakarta, Indonesia, bound for Sydney, Australia. The crew, a team of experienced pilots and attendants, had no idea this flight would become one of the most perplexing aviation mysteries of all time. At 1:21 a.m., somewhere over the vast ocean, Flight 709 disappeared from radar. No distress calls, no warnings, it simply vanished. What happened in those crucial moments? Investigators later revealed that everything seemed normal for the first 2 hours of the flight. The pilot and co-pilot exchanged routine conversations with air traffic control. Passengers were served meals, some watching in-flight movies, others sleeping peacefully. Then, at exactly 1:19 a.m., the pilot's voice was heard saying, "Good night, control." It was a standard sign-off as the flight transitioned to another airspace. Moments later, Flight 709 went silent. The plane's transponder, its electronic signal to radar, was turned off. Search teams scrambled to find answers. The initial theory suggested mechanical failure, but as hours turned into days, darker possibilities emerged. Some believed the pilot deliberately altered the course. Reports surfaced of a mysterious flight simulator in his home, with routes leading to remote islands. Was this an elaborate suicide mission? Others claimed the plane was hijacked. A few passengers' passports were later identified as stolen, raising suspicions of a possible terrorist plot. Whispers of a cover-up began to circulate. Some claimed Flight 709 accidentally veered into restricted airspace and was shot down by military forces who wanted to hide the truth. But the real mystery lay in the fact that no wreckage had been found, not a seat cushion, not a piece of luggage. How could an entire plane disappear without a trace? Weeks after the disappearance, satellite data revealed something chilling. Flight 709 had continued flying for 7 hours after it vanished from radar. But instead of heading toward its destination, it took a sharp turn south, into one of the most remote stretches of ocean in the world. Why would the plane head there? No airports, no land, just endless water. Experts called it the ghost flight, theorizing the plane had been on autopilot after everyone on board was incapacitated. But incapacitated by what? Decompression, poison gas, or something far more sinister? Years later, a piece of debris washed up on the shores of Madagascar. It was confirmed to belong to Flight 709, but it raised more questions than answers. The wreckage showed no signs of an explosion or fire. If the plane crashed, why was this the only evidence? Some locals in the nearby Indian Ocean islands claim to have seen a low-flying plane that night, its lights flickering ominously. Was Flight 709 attempting an emergency landing? Or was it being flown deliberately, with a destination only the pilot knew? One of the most spine-chilling theories emerged from an aviation expert who claimed the flight's route formed a bizarre pattern when mapped, almost like someone was writing a message in the sky. Was it a cry for help, a symbol, or just coincidence? Even more unsettling was the claim that passengers' phones rang for days after the crash. Families reported hearing faint static when they answered. Were these ghost calls? Or was someone, somewhere, still alive? To this day, the vanishing of Flight 709 remains an unsolved mystery. Was it a tragic accident, an act of terror, or something far beyond our understanding? All we know is that 239 souls vanished into the night, leaving behind only questions. Perhaps the ocean holds the answers, or perhaps we were never meant to find them.